Sound. What impresses me about Shira's work on this is that she's done the research, she's interviewed loads of people to not just kind of take from her own perspective, but to really diversify it and get all of the perspectives and kind of condense them into an idea, into a script. I think a lot of projects these days, you know, they'll kind of be about a subject, but that's not really what the director or the writer cares about. It's kind of just an avenue for their style. Whereas I think with this, it's in good faith. It's because, you know, the director has experienced what Mia has experienced, and she has an understanding, but she's gone above and beyond to make sure that she's not just showing a narrow view of it, she's showing a spectrum of kind of experiences.
Ephemeral is a story I've written based on personal experience. I do suffer from body dysmorphia and from binge-eating, not feeling that my body was worth anything, not feeling that I was beautiful, not feeling that I looked like my other classmates.
I was probably quite young, struggling with how my body looks, especially being part of the gay community. There's always labels of people with different body types.
I was very lucky to surround myself with amazing creatives who really liked the story, really liked the project, and even if they had no relationship with body dysmorphia, even if they didn't know what it was, they did a lot of research on their side to make sure that the project becomes something truthful and honest. I wanted to find a way to have the audience say, yeah, this is how I feel when that situation happened. And that's how I came with the idea of the creature.
The creature is this manifestation of the protagonist, Mia's mental health. And I thought it was quite inventive the way that the creature isn't some kind of monster. I feel like conventionally, mental health can sometimes be portrayed as this kind of like monster that needs to be defeated. Whereas I like the fact that in the narrative, it's something that needs to be dealt with. It's something that needs to be managed, just like real mental health. You can't just defeat depression or defeat anxiety or defeat body dysmorphia. It's something that you have to learn to compartmentalize or learn how to build strategies. And the protagonist of the film just doesn't have those strategies. And we're kind of seeing how that affects her life and the people in her life.
The only thing I got originally was like a brief description of the creature and the project itself. And I thought that the character had like a really light and fun quality about it, which sounds horrible because ultimately the creature is this woman's mental illness. But I think what I really enjoyed about it the most was that there are like so many films and so many things out there that try to like bring awareness to really serious topics, and I think it's really hard to get people to watch that kind of thing. Whereas Ephemeral, it has such a perfect balance of these light, almost comedic moments while also showing like a genuine concern for this condition. And I think it's going to be a lot easier for people to take in.
Whenever the monster in the script is behaving a certain way, it's not out of malice, it's out of a kind of warped, kind of perverse sense of care. It's kind of almost like it's trying to take care of Mia, but it doesn't know how. And I found that really touching when I read the script for the first time. And I think it's something that you can do a lot with, stylistically, performatively. Like there are a lot of ways there are a lot of avenues for that to go, and I think it's a really creative idea.
So in terms of cinematography, we want to keep a naturalistic approach for most of the film because we want to signify that body dysmorphia can affect like a lot of people on daily matters. But at the same time, the script has a lot of scenes where the protagonist confront her own self, and for those scenes we want to have a more like introspective approach where we're gonna probably the cinematography is gonna divert towards more like an experimental and expressionistic tone.
I would love this film to reach out to a lot of people and have an impact on people's thinking of the topic.
It is important to accept where we look, and I think that this is the message that the film wants to convey.
Yeah, I'm not looking for people to turn into activists. I don't think that this project is meant to, you know, bring about a cure for this condition or anything, but I think awareness and compassion towards the themes in this film is really important. So if we can get this film to reach as many people as possible, I think that is the best end goal that we could possibly achieve. And I really do believe that with the team that we have so far and just this, like, reading the script itself, I think we are going to reach that goal.